We want to be in Baba's company. So we make our mind and intellect completely free from thoughts. Drama is fixed and keep moving. Different scenes and different situations emerge. But to be in Baba's company, I have to make mind free from all the thoughts. I think I can do that with the thought that I am a pure soul and peaceful and connect with one who is ocean of peace. Baba is the one who takes my responsibility. So we should have this practice to be in silence as the mind is becoming pure. We had been paying attention to keep mind free from wasteful thinking. So now it is easy for me to surrender my mind and intellect to Baba. And I start filling myself with Baba's love, Baba's light, and make myself merged in Baba's love. Baba is Almighty, and I take all powers from Baba. Because at difficult times, when it's settling of karmic accounts, I will have to use powers. Because it's through the remembrance of Baba that I could settle karmic accounts. It's not Baba who will settle for me. I have to settle. But Baba gives me power. So we have to practice to go to Baba as often as possible. And there is natural pull to be in silence, because during day, while doing actions, when there is pull of silence, just for a few moments, withdraw yourself and go in silence, sit with Baba. Baba has to guide us. Baba gives us directions, and the path becomes very easy. There is no confusion, but my trust and the power grows. So during day of very often, just go in silence, recharge yourself, and listen to Baba. Even we are very busy, but as we make time to fulfill our physical needs, in the same way, on this spiritual journey, we also have spiritual needs. And one of that need is to recharge myself, reconnect with Baba, and then again, whatever actions have to be done, we continue with that. Baba always mentions 1 second. So within 1 second, make your mind peaceful, intellect peaceful. If we keep doing it regularly, then we will be able to do in 1 second whenever it's required. But if we don't practice, then mind will still struggle with the thoughts. It will be drawn in many directions. So Baba has given us time, practice as much as possible during day while doing actions to connect with Baba, go in silence, make your mind peaceful, because this silence also helps with bodiless stage. It helps us to be in the seed form stage. Also helps me to be in my eternal form. And also the happiness, the joy, and the fulfillment is also very important. So I observe that mind is peaceful, intellect also is peaceful. I have Baba's remembrance when I merge myself. Ocean of love, ocean of peace. We look at Baba, one who is the ocean, how much he is calm, peaceful, looking at children with variety of stages. And Baba is very peaceful and beyond. So just look at Avyakti Dada.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Good evening to everyone. So, today is our day 21st. Personality of Purity. A life of virtues and powers Today's virtue is simplicity.
Om Shanti, everyone. Every morning, I think all of us do get certain clarity, insights, and every morning, whatever I experience or some of the churning, I don't do much churning, but reflections happen. That's what I share with all of you every day, whether it is a virtue or. So this morning, I had a very deep experience or clarity on how virtue becomes a power. And what is power? We keep using word power. So power is actually within your thought. So when you are using a virtue in the sense of you are in awareness of a virtue, then the thoughts which your mind create will be powerful thoughts. So let's work out together. Let's say for me, I have to often kind of create the virtue of trust. So when I think about trust, like thinking about trust as a virtue, I find that the way my energy, the thoughts which are created are very, very powerful and positive. Otherwise, it does happen. mm, There are always physical energies around and activity, and there are always certain situations. So when I am using the thought, so take a moment when you have doubt or you're not certain, you're not sure what kind of thoughts will come. I'm not sure it will happen. It might be difficult. Will it happen? All kinds of thoughts will come. Yeah, raise your hand. Am I making it clear? And then you say, no, but I should trust Baba. I should trust Rama. I should trust myself. Mm. And the shift happens. And what kind of thoughts come? It's easy. Baba will help. It's going to happen. It has always been good. So why not now? See the quality of thoughts. So when there is a virtue, it becomes, and then we think or even use our intellect with that virtue, then the quality, the way it works, mind and intellect, becomes power for the soul. Let's say because of any reason you lose hope. So when you lose hope, your energy is like down. And I said, we're not getting it. We had been trying so long. And some might say, oh, let's give up even. But then you immediately create hope and say, at least I should maintain hope. Then the thoughts are, yes, it's going to happen. I'm sure Baba will help. It's going to make it. It will happen. Mm. So power is in the virtue. Mm. That means when you are thinking and your reasoning is based on a virtue, there is power. It could be faith and fear. So when you have faith and you think, you have like so much energy. I will be victorious and I will get it done. It's like completely different kind of thought. Mm. And then when you have fear, even very subtly, then you see how weak the thoughts are. Not only weak, but as if it's impossible. And then internally, you could feel very low energy. So when you are fearless and have faith, then your energy means your thinking, your power to discern is completely different. Mm. So at least at this time, and if we do it, we will accumulate. It will become our habit also to use the virtues. So there is connection of purity and virtue. But when you are using virtue, it's becoming your power. Anytime, just there was a time I remember we used to keep a list of 36, 36, 56 virtues. Or we have these little cards, value cards with one virtue on each card. You generally put in a bowl, and whenever there is anything you're doing it or you feel like you need some support, you pick up one card or look at the list. What virtue I need now at this time, and you become aware of that virtue, and you will see your thoughts will become powerful. So that is why Baba keeps telling us that in 1 second, and that could happen as much we practice. I always in the morning when Baba helps us with the United Drill, I always say, Baba said, in 1 second. So during day, I think, am I able to do in a second? And especially these days, like you feel the pull from inside. Let me be in silence. Let me be peaceful. Let me be with Baba. They're not much different pulls. Maybe it's different for everyone, but that's what I find that there's lot of feeling. Let's be in silence. And it's very easy actually, I find. You could be in silence. Because look at how many months we had been regularly practicing, listening, sharing. So what you could do actually, keep the list of all the virtues, or keep this little pack of virtues. So whenever you feel your energy level is fluctuating, or you're not feeling very enthusiastic, or you start thinking about future, or just now I was reading some email. It was kind of heavy with a situation somewhere. And then suddenly I said, oh, tomorrow I have to read Hindi Murli. Let me see what Baba is saying in that Murli. Because in the night, by the time we finish, it's quite late. So Baba is saying, child, you have to be carefree. So I was telling Bhumi Ben, look, Baba is telling me be carefree. So that's it. So immediately, like either Baba's version of knowledge or a virtue. That is why they say knowledge is power. Hmm? Knowledge always is power. Any kind of knowledge. Like you go to doctor, what kind of power doctor has? He has knowledge. So he will help you to understand, give you medicine, some treatment. If there is an electrician, you have problem with blackout, he will come and fix it, right? So that's power, no? Power is when some things get done, right? When there is power, that means everything is working. When you have power at the house, everything is working. Your fridge, your stove, your iron, everything. But when there is no power, nothing works. So you have to see how your mind is functioning. Is everything working well? Are you enthusiastic? Are you happy? Are you feeling good? Then, if not, that means somewhere this disconnection. So take a virtue. So that is why we said Purity will help us with virtues and powers. That means these virtues then become our power. Mm. So when we say Almighty Baba, mm, so when we say power, power means what? That means your thought mm, has some virtue. Like with Dadi Prakashmani, her days are coming, or with Baba Mama, we just saw them. No, we seeing them these days every day. How Baba's enthusiasm, Baba's faith didn't come down even for even 1%, because if that would have happened, just imagine to all of us, whole yagya, what would have happened? Hmm? Dadi Janki always says to instruments, if you are not in good stage, it's blackout. That means powerhouse, blackout from the powerhouse. And I always remember that if I, even for a few minutes, I have some struggle or all that, so many souls mm, will go in that kind of vibrations, that kind of responsibility, not to become heavy, but to feel that, like if you have current goes, doesn't come for a long time, then you feel so upset that what are they doing? Why not they connecting? And last time we had problem in the powerhouse. So it took 2, 3 days, even banks were closed. So each one of us, we are instrument in a way, we are powerhouse. So when you are powerhouse, just imagine if your connection with Baba is loose, there is blackout, then how many will experience that? But if I am joyful, happy, connected with Baba, then how many will get help? That's real service, no? With stage making everyone feeling light and hopeful and full of enthusiasm is true service. Yes, we need to give people gyan, knowledge. We can speak, but from where will they get power? Not just by our talking and they are taking knowledge. The power comes from powerhouse. So how the power of purity changing into virtue, and then virtues work as power. Is it little clear? Like, yeah, how you convert, become aware, and so from today you see mm, that whenever you have, like, trust, how strong you feel. And when you even lose it for 2 minutes, then how you feel your energy is low. Everything can look and feel real and practical. But if there is little bit doubt, you will say, oh, what is all this? Who knows Baba is so much up above. So that is why Baba says you have to be consistent, you have to be firm, you have to be determined. That means in using or creating awareness of all these virtues. So today we talked about simplicity we have to think of. Simple simplicity really begins with the mind. If you are simple, you are straightforward, everything is easy. But if your mind is not simple, it's complex, it creates a lot of confusion. Not only that, but then everything is difficult. So to make everything easy, you have to simplify everything. With Dadi Janki, many times big situations will come And one thing they will say, oh, it's not a big matter. It's not a big thing. So in her mind, she made it small. So then it's easy to deal with it. If it's very complicated, it's immediate, it can't happen, and you have lots of thoughts. So your simple thinking, because that's where we have to use our power of purity. If there is so much purity of attitude, of drishti, and so one of the qualities simplicity. So when your thinking is simple, you will find that other people also trust you. A lot of people, they tell me, oh, you make it so simple for us. The way you say it, you make it so simple. I said, because one listens, then churns, then apply, then it becomes very simple, no? If I haven't applied, then I will not be able to make it simple. I will say, many times I will say, I'm not sure, maybe like this, maybe like this. So whether it is then your words, you don't make it too long, when I say, because you are not sure, so you keep saying it. For even small matter, you will take long, too many words. But if your mind is simple, it's very clear. So whatever you have to explain in few words, to the point, you say everything. And it's easy for others then to understand also. Because there is no confusion, means no complication. And same is, we look at Brahma Baba. It's still almost same, but he was so simple. Mhm. There was a little table for the food, dinner, and all that in a corner. Outside where we take off shoes, Baba used to keep all the fruits, no? Not all, but special fruits used to come. Bananas, little ones, and mangoes, and good fruits. So there was a rope and there was a table, Baba. They will put it very nicely. So Baba, what he was before Gyan, Baba immediately changed his dress. Of course, it was suit and then pajama and dhoti and kurta. But he had diamond buttons and, like buttons and very, very expensive things. Baba said, I don't want anyone's attention to go towards my costume. So he remained same, simple for all these years. I also have this love. Just be simple. Dari Prakashmani also used to be very simple, and but she was like very elegant in that simplicity. Because if you have something which is very expensive, all that, so naturally attention of someone will go and subtle greed arises. Oh, I wish I could have that too. So Dadi Prakashmani used to say, why should anyone have the thoughts of greed looking at what I am using? So simplicity in lifestyle is very, very good for our spiritual journey. Otherwise, A lot of intellect is pulled in different ways. Many, many. That is why once I had told you that Daddy always taught us not too low, not too high. If it's too high, then also intellect will be pulled. If it's very cheap, then it will keep breaking too. Then you have to keep running again to get it. So simplicity in thinking, then our words, then in our lifestyle, even in our food. Once in a while, simple food. Now, some of you will say, "What is simple food?" What is simple food? So, in Yagya, also, when you go, they have some beans, rice, maybe chapati, vegetable, some yogurt, salad, proper lunch, or depend on dinner. Some of you don't eat big lunch. And then morning's simple breakfast, light dinner. So, which is very good for the body also. Only sprouts, only salads, only this. What I learned from Dadi Janki, she says, I never stop eating anything. I eat everything, but very little. I eat salt, but not too much. I eat sugar, but not too much. Because when you start eating too much of anything, then there is problem. Dadi Janki, until end. Because also when you drastically change food, then chemicals in body also what people want to do is fine, but it is good once in a while if you miss a breakfast or dinner or have partially fasting. It's good for body, but don't do anything also in extreme. So simplicity, I think simple life is a very very good example. But it simple doesn't mean if there is very clean and very royal, it looks royal. But something simple means they don't care in their room the way stuff is and whatever they're eating, using. No. Simple doesn't mean that quality is not good. Even food you're eating, I always tell everyone how much body needs. So always buy good quality vegetables, good quality everything. Even if it's little more, it's expensive, but at least what you're eating is good quality. So simple doesn't mean cheap. Simple means yes, everything good quality, same is your personality, and you set a very good example actually for everyone if you are simple. When I came to USA, I started going back then. So many young sisters will come near me and try to touch my sari and things. Oh, you haven't changed. You are in USA. I thought. So I said, what you mean I didn't change? I still was wearing what I always wore. Just imagine 60 years, wear same dress. It's not that when Yagya didn't earn anything, we still had everything enough, not too much. And then when it has everything, still it's not we say, oh, now Yagya has so much, so maybe I should, this should be more expensive. We don't do that. Whatever Baba's Bandara is for service, not for my personal use. So it's really in the mind when you accept something as a principle, everything around you is based on that principle. So simplicity definitely our and also Yagya. You cannot copy anyone. No, sometimes we think and that is simplicity. So reflect on that, and then also for a day or two, we will think, do more silence. It's not question of not speaking, but internally, just go in silence few moments. What is there to think anyway too much? You think it will happen? You will make it happen through a lot of thinking? No. Only you carry burden. Have trust, think less, things happen. Lovely scenes of drama will emerge. So simplicity, but also silence. We will spend these a day or two in silence, pay more attention to silence. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. So,
Om Shanti and welcome to Avyakti Journey. To all our sweet angels, let's take a look at our scores. 68%. Great work to each one of us. Let's keep moving. Now, let's do the Zoom polling and check our progress.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Journey. Today is day 36. It's interesting, right? Yesterday we had something like 8-0. I thought today we would get 8-6, but it's opposite 6-8, right? So it's like we are jumping high, up and down, but we have to be stable anyway. That's our aim. So never give up. We have to still go higher and higher. So, how was your day today? Simplicity. We are simple. Baba's children. So, let's check our chart for today. Today is day 36. Here we go. Daily Brahmin routine. Baba taught us. Children always look at everyone's speciality and virtues. Let me check. Today, did I observe everyone's specialities and imbibe virtues? Check. Even for the thought, it shouldn't come in our thought that what, how, where. So, let's check. Did I look at everyone's specialities and virtues? So options are yes. Request to all translators. you can read, and please do translate slowly so all the who don't understand English can get the question properly. So the options are yes, I did look at everyone's specialities and also imbibe virtues from others. So full marks. I did great today. Second option, yes, I made effort to look at everyone's specialities and virtues, but this but Baba doesn't like, but is there. But with one or two souls, I noticed their defects also. Third option, yes, I tried my best to look at everyone's specialities and virtues, but together with that, I noticed their weaknesses and defects also. So it could be either with no one. I didn't see anyone's weakness or defect, all the time specialities, virtues. It could be only with one or two, or it could be many. And fourth, no, I didn't pay attention to this aspect. So maybe I didn't even think about all these things. So let me choose the right option, right answer for myself. Check myself with honest heart and give the right answer and move to the second. Practice. Today, did I practice the virtue simplicity while being a karma yogi? 5 times, more than 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, 1 time. Or no, I couldn't do my practice. Let me check how many times I did. Select the right answer and move to third. The question from yesterday's sharing. What are the 3 types of contentment discussed yesterday which will make you progress? What are the 3 types of contentment discussed yesterday which will make you progress? So, there are 4 options. Keep chart, write to Baba, do seva. Second, filling all attainments, transformation, using everything in worthwhile way. Third, attend Avyakti classes, Amritvela and Murli. Fourth, being consistent, be happy, no crying. So, out of these 4 options, let me choose the right answer. Once I'm done, let me click submit button. So, we are waiting for all Avyakti brothers, Avyakti sisters. Please submit your chat quickly so we can move forward. Again, kind request to all translators. Please repeat 1 or 2 times all the questions so our brothers and sisters can get it right and they can also participate into polling. Thank you so much. We'll wait for a few seconds, 1 or 2 minutes, and we'll submit our chart. So today, taking more time, we haven't reached to 400 yet. Everyone, please put a little bit more effort and submit your chat. Thank you so much. Few more seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you. So let's see the result. So here we go. Wow, Most of us did. Look at everyone's speciality and virtues. Good, great. Then second, this question is always very good, right? Everyone does practice a lot, right? Good. 5 times or more than 5 times. 45%. Good. What are the 3 types of contentment discussed yesterday which will make you progress? Answer is right. Second one, feeling all attainments. Transformation, using everything in worthwhile way. Great. Thank you so much, everyone. And now, are we ready for tomorrow practice? So, would like to invite our Avyakti Balak, Avyakti Balika, Avyakti Kumari. Please come and let us know our practice for tomorrow. Welcome.
Om Shanti. Money when all of us together. Om Shanti. Man Shanti. Intellect filled with faith. Mind filled with peace. Where are we all sitting? What are we all doing? I am a soul. Mera Baba. Supreme soul. Resides in supreme abode. Yeah. We don't live here. Baba. We also reside. So, my dear Avyakti Parivar, did you get today's practice? As our daddy said, our Baba lives in the world of silence, and we also have to go to the world of silence. That's it! It's silence! In 1 second, we have to experience silence. Would you like to know the significance of a minute of silence? So, let me call my sweet daddy. Daddy! Oh, my sweet daddy! कि जब 1 मिनट भी उस स्थिति में स्थित हो जाते हैं, शरीर से परे और आत्मा जैसे अपने स्वधर्म में शांति में स्थित हो जाती है, तो भले कुछ भी 1 सेकंड पूरा हो भी जाता है, लेकिन उसका प्रभाव जो होता है 1 मिनट का, वो काफी चलता है. Thank you, sweet daddy. Now we have to practice silence. Let's practice. Throughout the day, for every traffic control, as Baba said, experience the depth of sweet silence in just a second.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much, Avyakti Balak. But we missed today. Where is Avyakti Kumari? Avyakti Balika. Anyway, we'll see them soon too. But thank you very much. It was very nice explanation, and thank you to our dadis too. Dadi Gulzarji, Dadi Janki they gave us very good points for our silence. And of course, we also heard from Mohini Didi about silence. So tomorrow we will be practicing our silence. Thank you very much. And now Didi will read us the today's chapter from the book.
The medicine of science has the temporary power to stop pain and suffering, but the power of purity, that is power of silence, has the power of blessings. Power of purity and that is power of silence, has the power of blessings. Underline 3 words. Powerful vision and attitude of purity enables you to have attainments for all the time. Om Shanti. Actually, we have thought everyone should get the book. I know in Canada they got some centers here and samples we have got more printed. It's just the postage, it takes a lot, and we will see how it works out. Anyway, so we will feel the pull of silence, go in the silence, few minutes, then come in action, then in silence. So now let's remember Baba and we say good night to Baba.
अकेले हम कभी अब तुम्हारे हो गए आकर प्यार प्रभु का हम भी प्यारे हो गए आकर प्यार प्रभु का हम भी प्यारे हो गए
Om Shanti, good night. Good
Good
night.
night. Om Shanti Didi. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, pura volume.